very happy and glad for having a chance to make this video. Before I jump to the content, I'd like to have a brief introduction about myself. I'm Sandra Deviani. I'm the student of Statistics Department of Muhammadiyah Semarang University. So today I'd like to have a review about a journal. The title is A Bayesian Model for Estimating Average Daily Traffic Volume for Low Volume Roadways. The writers of this journal are Mehrnaz Doustomohammadi and Michael Anderson. Both were coming from Civil and Environmental Engineering Department, University of Alabama, United States. This journal was published by Canadian Center of Science and Education in International Journal of Statistics and Probability, Volume 8, Number 1, on January 2019. In this journal, the writers believe that linear regression is a conservative method for estimating or predicting data. The reasons are: first, limitation on data distributions; second, limitation on variability of variables. The writers come with Bayesian model as an alternative for predicting and estimating the data. Inside of this journal, there will be comparison between linear regression and Bayesian model, and will conclude which method that can give a better result for prediction. After reading this journal, I found that the writers succeed to bring their idea coherently. At the very beginning, they explain about the definition of ADT, the importance of ADT, the advantages of ADT, and the urgency why prediction is needed for ADT. After that, they show us the previous studies as their reference to make this journal. Then they explain how they collect the data, how they develop the model, and how they validate the model. Next, they give explanation about the analysis, and then they give conclusion in the last. Besides of the good structure of this journal, there are some points that can be improved inside of this journal. The first, in terms of urgency. It is true that the writers already show the urgency of predicting ADT. They declare that the urgency is cost of maintenance, safety, and construction design. But it will be better if they can show us the impact of prediction itself. For example, what will happen if the actual value is far from the predicted value? So they can explore the impact on the cost, the impact to the decision maker, and also the impact to the society. The second, in terms of writing. When the writers try to explain the previous study or the reference, they list the reference into one paragraph. And when I read this section, it is hard for me to understand the idea. So I think it's better to list down the previous study by using a table like this example. So the third is in terms of analysis. So when we are going to compare some methods, we will see the value of error from each method. The better method will give the lower value of error. So for example, method A give 1 error value and method B give 2 error values. So A is the better method to predict the data. And the second is we also will see the gap between one method to another method. So when the gap is very huge, we can strongly believe that to predict certain data, these two methods or more methods give a different mechanism to analyze the data. And in this journal, the method is linear regression and a Bayesian model. And the error value of linear regression is 32.81 and the Bayesian model is 31.09 and the difference is only 1.72. Based on this, we can conclude that Bayesian model is better method, but the gap is not really significant. We can conclude that actually to predict ADT, there's no huge difference using a linear regression and using the Bayesian method. So my suggestion is maybe the writers in the next research, maybe they can try another methods. They can give a huge difference between linear regression and also the Bayesian model, and when we find the better method, it will also better for the prediction. So from those explanations, I have 4 points. The first is the good structure of this journal, and the second is the lack of exploring the urgency. The third is the lack of writing methods. The fourth is the option for change the method. I think that's all. I really appreciate for your constructive comments. So thank you so much for watching this video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.